After a great first half, let's push it on into the second. He's gone, Wrexham!
Hello and welcome to the second half of the match between Marine and Wrexham at the Optimum Pace Stadium in Nantwich. Marine will now kick us off for the second half and Alex Doyle plays it to David Raven. David Raven plays the ball forward. To which Watkinson will challenge. Watkinson wins the header and the ball goes wide to Record. Record plays the ball forward and David Raven does well to win the header again, but the ball falls for Paul Mullen. Paul Mullen tries to play McAlinden, but Josh Solomon Davies does fantastically well and plays it into Neil Kenji. Neil Kenji's fouled on the halfway line by Sean Brisley. And it will be a free kick for Marine on the halfway line. Mark Howard looks to play the ball early towards Owen Watkinson. Marine now shooting towards the goal that the Marine fans are behind, and I'm sure a lot of encouragement from them will help push the team on. And it's now a Marine corner. As the Marine fans are now in voice behind that goal, to which James Barragan's left foot will take on the right hand side. Barragan's corner comes in and it comes across to Neil Kenji, and the Marine fans claim for a penalty for handball, but the referee waves away the appeal. And now Danny Shaw has the ball, and the ball's broke, and now Kyle Hayde makes a mistake, and now Paul Mullen's through. Paul Mullen goes round Bailey Passant and scores for Wrexham. It's now 2-0 to Wrexham against Marine after Paul Mullen gets his second of the match.
Goal score for Wrexham in the 47th minute. Number 10, Paul Mullen.
The striker gets his second of the match on the counter-attack after the ball was played forward, and Kyle Hayde missed the ball, and Paul Mullen goes round Bailey Passant to double Wrexham's lead. And it's now Wrexham 2, Marine 0. Straight from the Marine corner. Passant plays the ball forward. Neil Kenji controls it. And now Wrexham come forward again with Dan Jarvis. Dan Jarvis looks to find Dior Angus, but his cross is overhit and it goes out for a throw-in on the far side, which Josh Solomon Davies will take. That's a real killer for Marine. After the second half performance, after Wrexham took the lead, was fantastic. But a goal in the 47th minute makes this tie a very uphill battle to put Marine in the first round of the Emirates FA Cup. Now Kenji plays the ball towards Watkinson. It's intercepted by Hayden. Plays the ball forward. Shaw clears his lines and puts the ball out for a Wrexham throw-in. Record into Dior Angus. And the ball comes back to Record. Paul Mullen. McAlinden. McAlinden looks to cross, but the ball deflects off Alex Doyle and goes out for a Wrexham corner. And it's taken short. Paul Mullen crosses the ball in, and it's a dangerous cross as the ball bounced inside Bailey Passant's 6-yard box, but David Raven does well to clear the ball and put it back out for another Wrexham corner. as Wrexham cross the ball in towards Bailey, but Bailey passes does well and the ball comes back out to the corner taker Jarvis, and Jarvis does well to beat Barrigan. He runs down the line, crosses it in, and the header from Sean Brisley at the front post goes just wide of Bailey Passant's goal, as Marine are currently failed to get the ball cleared from the Wrexham corner, but Brisley's header goes just wide and keeps the score at Wrexham 2, Marine 0. Passant now plays the ball forward. Tozer wins the header, and then the ball breaks for Wignall. French intercepts him and plays the ball forward to Jarvis. Jarvis with a fantastic back heel into Tozer, and now into McAlinden. McAlinden looks to play the ball into Angus, but Bailey Passant comes out to claim the ball, and he rolls it out to David Raven. Into Kyle Hayde. Kyle Hayde to Ryan Wignall. Ryan Wignall tried to play the ball around the corner, but a poor touch gives the ball back to the Wrexham defence, to which they'll play forward into Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis tried to play the ball forward, but it's deflected off Alex Doyle and goes out to Record. Record plays the ball forward. Danny Shaw intercepts and passes to Mark Howarth. And now Hayde. Hayde looks to play the ball in behind for Owen Watkinson. Watkinson battling in the corner, but it's excellent defending by Aaron Hayden, who manages to shield the ball, and it goes out to play for the Wrexham goal kick, which Christian Dibble will take. We're 8 minutes into the second half. It's currently Wrexham 2, Marine 0. Both goals coming through Paul Mullen, a signing from Cambridge in the summer, who got promoted with Cambridge to League 1, but has dropped down 2 divisions to the National League to play now for Wrexham. And now Wrexham come forward with McAlinden. Just inside the Marine half, tried to play the ball forward, but Danny Shaw intercepts and plays it into Mark Howarth. Mark Howarth inside to Kyle Hayde. Now Alex Doyle. Alex Doyle looks to play the ball in behind for Ryan Wignall. Wignall chesters the ball. Wignall up against Tozer, but it's well defended, and now the ball breaks for Dan Jarvis, who looks to switch the play to Paul Mullen, but Paul Mullen stretched to control but just couldn't get hold of it, and now Josh Solomon Davies has the ball inside the Marine half. Now Danny Shaw plays it back to Bailey Passant. Passant forward towards Owen Watkinson. Watkinson challenging with Hayden, but Hayden has played well all game and wins the header. Wignall into Mark Howarth. Mark Howarth looks to play the ball in the behind for Owen Watkinson. Owen Watkinson is claimed to have playing fouled, and the referee gives a free kick just outside the Wrexham box, and it'll be a Marine free kick towards the corner flag, but right outside the Wrexham box, and it looks like Alex Doyle will take. The referee gave Hayden a talking to which he will probably receive a yellow card for his next foul. And we've got Barrigan and Doyle over the free kick. A lot of push and shoving going on inside the Wrexham penalty box, which the referee goes over to have a talking to. It looks between Danny Shaw and Hayden, as both players pulled over by the referee to have a talking to, and now go back into the box as Alex Doyle looks ready to take the free kick. Alex Doyle, his free kick's too hard and misses all the players inside the penalty area and goes out for a Wrexham goal kick. It's a poor free kick from Doyle after Shaw and Draven went up, as well as Howarth, to try and head the ball into the back of the net, but his free kick missed everyone, and now Dibble will take the goal kick. Dibble plays the ball up. Mark Howarth wins the header, flicked on by Alex Doyle. Owen Watkinson is claimed to be fouled again, but the referee disagrees, and now McAlinden has the ball just inside the Wrexham box. Solomon Davies is pressing him, and he's forced to go back to Record. Record plays the ball forward. Angus does well to battle with David Draven, and David Draven gives away a free kick after Angus done very well to get him behind and it's pulled down, and it's a free kick similar to where Marine recently had a free kick, just outside the box towards the corner flag, as it looks like Marine are wanting to make two changes, as Niall Cummins and James Devine look ready to come on, but it won't be till after the free kick, which Jarvis will take. Jarvis crossed the ball in, and it goes in all the way to the back post, and it's the ball's kept in play just by Paul Mullen, and now McAlinden. McAlinden looks to play the ball back into the box, but his cross is overhit and goes out for Marine goal kick, and now the changes will be made for Marine.
Substitution for Marine in the 56th
as Niall Cummins
number 18,
comes
Niall
on,
Cummins replacing number 9,
Ryan Wignall.
Wignall.
And James Devine looks like the second player to come on.
And number 15, James Devine replacing number 5, Danny Shaw.
And with that change, you would expect Niall Cummins to go straight down the middle, with Marine changing to a 4-3-3. They expect Kenji and Watkinson to be on the wings, with Cummins down the middle, while Mark Howarth will now drop back into centre back and James Devine into the middle of the park. And now passing goal kick goes forward. Watkinson plays the ball forward towards Kyle Hayde, but he was fouled by French as he tried to keep the ball in play, and it'll be a free kick for Marine halfway inside the Wrexham half, which James Barragan will take. James Barragan crosses the ball in. It's headed by Owen Watkinson, but his header goes wide, way wide of Dibble's goal at the front post, as he tried to flick it on like he did against Wrexham on Saturday for his goal, but this time he gets the header all wrong and it goes out for a goal kick. The score is currently Wrexham 2, Marine 0 in the 58th minute of the game, as the ball's played forward towards Angus. David Draven does well to use his body and shoulder barge the ball out, and shoulder barge Angus, who miscontrols the ball out of play, and it goes out for a Marine throw-in just inside the Marine half. Solomon Davies will take. He throws the ball forward towards Niall Cummins, but Record wins the header in front of him, puts it out for another Marine throw-in. It's thrown inside towards James Barragan. Barragan into Mark Howarth. Mark Howarth looks to switch the play, but his pass is intercepted, and now Bailey Passant comes running out of goal to get the ball in front of Jarvis and put the ball out for a Wrexham throw-in halfway inside the Marine half, and it looks like French will take. French into McAlinden. Barragan tackles him and puts it out for another Wrexham throw-in, to which Ben Tozer will take. Of course, we know about his long throw-ins after playing many Football League appearances, and him also dropping down to join Wrexham in the National League. And he will now take throw in by the Marine corner flag as he looks to throw it into the box. He launches forward. Owen Watkinson heads it away at the front post. And now Jarvis picks up the second ball. Into Tozer. Now into Paul Mullen. Paul Mullen looks to cross the ball to Hayden, who had a free header for Aaron Hayden at the back post. Unmarked. But his header goes well wide and over Bailey Passant's goal. As the number 5 should have scored to make it Wrexham 3, Marine 0. But his header, it was more his jump that was mistimed. And it goes well wide of Passant's goal. Passant now to take the goal kick. And now Jarvis is in. Dan Jarvis looks to pull the ball back, but Mark Howarth does well to get him behind and clear the ball to James Barragan. James Barragan with a fantastic pass into Owen Watkinson, as Marine looks to counter-attack. Owen Watkinson. Hayden does well to get back and tackle him and put it out. Now Barragan into Kenji. Neil Kenji into Owen Watkinson. On the left hand side of the Marine box. As Barragan looks to put a cross in, but it's too deep and goes into the hands of Christian Dibble. As Niall Cummins was inside the box. Barragan tried to find them, but a miss-hit. A miss-hit cross goes straight into the arms of Dibble, who kicks the ball out of his hands, but it misses everyone and goes straight out for a Marine goal kick for Bailey Passant. Which Bailey Passant kicks up the pitch, which the head's won by Tozer. And now McAlinden picks up the ball. McAlinden plays the ball back to Dibble. Dibble looks to play the ball forward, but Mark Howarth clears the ball, and then James Devine clears the ball, but it's straight to Isaac Hayden, who's then pulled down by Alex Doyle just inside the Wrexham half, and it'll be a Wrexham free kick. French plays the ball inside to Sean Brisley. Brings the ball forward, plays into Record. Back to Brisley. Brisley plays the ball forward,
the official
but it goes out.
At the Octagon Place Stadium this evening, 1,192. 1192. Thank you for all your support this evening.
And the attendance for today's game is 1192. Shall I tweet that? The attendance is 1192, with around about 300 of those being Marine fans behind the goal to my left, which is a fantastic turnout from the Travelling Mariners. As Wrexham now look to make their first change of the match. Dan Jarvis will go off the pitch.
Number 17, Bryce Hosanna replacing.
And number 17, Bryce Hosanna will come onto the pitch. As Wrexham now have a throw in on the right hand side. It's played in, and now Tozer looks to cross it. Tozer mishits his cross and it goes out for a goal kick to Marines, which Bailey Passant will take. Just over 25 minutes left in this game, as it is Wrexham 2, Marine 0. With Marine struggling the second half to create any chances, with Wrexham taking their one chance through Paul Mullen. to get his second of the match. And now Owen Watkinson into James Barragan. Looks to find Owen Watkinson in behind once again. Hayden comes over to get the ball in front of Watkinson, but Watkinson does well to battle and win a throw in for Marine. He takes a quick throw into Neil Kenji. But he's intercepted and the ball's cleared by French, and it goes out for a Marine throw-in. It's James Barragan will take. Throws into Mark Howarth. Mark Howarth looks to play the ball in behind to Niall Cummins, who claims he was fouled. But the referee gives a free kick against Niall Cummins and claims it was a foul on Aaron Hayden. To which the Marine captain disagrees and claims that it was him who was fouled. The referee gives the free kick to Wrexham, to which Christian Dibble will take inside his own penalty area. The header's won by Hayde. It's played forward by French towards Angus, but Mark Howard does well to shield the ball out for play for a Marine goal kick, which Bailey Passons will take. And now Passon plays the ball up the pitch. James Devine wins the flick on. Niall Cummins plays it back to David Raven. David Raven looks to find out.
Probably, yeah.
And now on the right hand side it'll be a throw in for Wrexham. Just inside the Wrexham half, which Jamie Record will take. Jamie Record throws the ball forward towards the Angus. The ball falls Paul Mullen. Paul Mullen, who's had an effort from about 40 yards out. But it goes over the top of Bailey Patton's bar, but it was a fantastic effort from Mullen. He looked for to get his hat-trick of the match. And now passing into Howarth. Howarth driving forward. Looks to play the ball inside, but his pass is misplaced and it's picked up by McAlinden. McAlinden is tackled by Neil Kenji, who plays into Josh Solomon Davies. Solomon Davies tries to play the ball forward, but he's also intercepted. And the ball breaks to Paul Mullen, who looks to switch the play into Dior Angus. It's a fantastic pass by Mullen, and Angus now up against Hayde on the right hand side, and his cross is blocked off Hayde and goes out for another Wrexham corner. As we approach the 68th minute of the match, Wrexham have a corner which it looks like Jordan Davis will take on the right hand side. Jordan Davis's corner is whipped in. It's a run through from Ben Tozer, and the ball falls, and a scramble inside the Marine penalty area, but Bailey Passon does very well to jump on the ball. But a free kick is given for a foul on the Marine goalkeeper, and he plays the free kick short into Mark Howarth. Mark Howarth looks to play the ball forward into Neil Kenji, but Hayden wins the header, which he's done all day today. And now James Devine has the ball in the middle of the pitch. Devine into Kenji, but it's Hayden again who gets in front of Kenji to intercept. And now the substitute, Hosanna, brings the ball forward. Hosanna driving at the Marine defence. Plays it back to Tozer. Into Paul Mullen. back into Hosanna, who looks to beat James Barragan. He does very well to beat him, and he drills the ball across the face of goal. But Josh Solomon Davies does well to get in front of Dior Angus, and then he clears the ball, and the ball is then put out of play by James Barragan for a Wrexham throw-in. To which French will take halfway into the Marine half. French into Mullen, who looks to turn Haid, but Mullen battling, but Mark Howarth does well and plays the ball back to Bailey Passant. Passant kicks the ball up, the Tozer wins the header, but the ball then goes back into the hands of Bailey Passant. Passant will look to play the ball forward. Niall Cummins challenging with Sean Brisley, but Sean Brisley does well to win the ball in the air, and the ball goes back to Kyle Haid. Mark Howarth into James Devine. Josh Solomon Davies. David Raven. Now Mark Howarth on the left, just inside the Marine half, into Kyle Haid, but it's a poor pass from Haid, and the ball's picked up by Jordan Davis inside the middle of the park, and he does very well to drive past 3 Marine players, and he's fouled by James Barragan, who looks like he will receive a yellow card. For stopping the counter attack, Barragan is booked. For stopping the counter attack after Jordan Davis done very well to beat 3 Marine players. But I don't think Barragan can complain. Now it's a free kick just inside the Marine half, which French will take. French into McAlinden. McAlinden driving at the Marine defence, but Josh Solomon Davies does very well to intercept him, but his clearance goes straight to Record. Record crosses the ball in. Niall Cummins back from the Wrexham free kick to head the ball away. Record with a throw in on the far hand side. Record into Angus. Angus tries to turn his man, but miscontrols, and the ball goes out for a Marine throw in just by the corner flag. Solomon Davies throws it forward, and it's headed out by Record for another Marine throw in. Solomon Davies into David Raven. He plays the ball forward towards Owen Watkinson. Owen Watkinson battling in the middle of the pitch. The ball falls kindly for McAlinden, who plays it into Paul Mullen. Back to McAlinden. We look to switch, but Kyle Haid intercepts, and we'll look to drive forward on the left hand side. He plays it into James Barragan. James Barragan is intercepted by French, and the ball bounces back off James Barragan and goes out for a Wrexham throw in on the halfway line, which French will take. French into McAlinden, but his poor touch gives the ball to Solomon Davies. Solomon Davies into Niall Cummins. Niall Cummins into Neil Kenji. He'll drive at the Wrexham defence. Neil Kenji cuts inside, shoots, but his shot's blocked by Record, and the ball's then cleared, to which Marine will pick up again. Solomon Davies into Neil Kenji. Poor pass from Barragan, and Wrexham will now look to counter attack, with Sean Brisley bringing the ball forward. He plays it into Dior Angus. Dior Angus tries to beat, but it's well defended by David Raven, the former Wrexham player, and he plays into James Barragan. James Barragan then tries to find Niall Cummins with a long pass, but he mishits the pass once again, and it goes out for another Wrexham throw-in.